you learn so much when you travel, when you globalize yourself and your curriculum as well.
In this episode, we're going to speak to English instructor Charley Bevill, who recently received a fellowship with Stanford University on internationalization. So explain to me the fellowship and kind of what you'll be doing with it.
The fellowship is through Stanford University, and it's to assist community colleges in internationalizing their curriculum. Fellowship that I got is they have one specifically for faculty, and then they have one that's the one that I got is more administrative. It's more across the board instead of just working on the class, because I've already internationalized my courses and I wanted to broaden it.
So how do they go about that? So what do you do as part of the fellowship?
So we did a week at Stanford in San Francisco this summer in August, and we did a lot of brainstorming. They took us around different things on campus to show us what they had available to help us with it. They have actual mentors on campus and online that we will be working with. I have a meeting later this week with one of my mentors to work on this plan that I have to internationalize us here.
And so this fellowship, does it also I'm assuming y'all are still going to keep meeting and working on these plans that you had to do this, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
the way the thing was originally planned was you had the first big meeting in the summer, and then you have online meetings during the year, and then you have a final wrap up.
And is this geared more towards community colleges, or is it just kind of all higher ed?
Well, this particular platform is basically for community colleges. It's focusing more on community colleges. Most of the universities already have their curriculum globalized. Some community colleges do, even in this area. We don't across the board, so that's really something I've been focusing on.
Okay, well, so here's the question we're dancing around then.
Okay.
What is internationalization, and kind of what's the benefits of it, and why should we pursue it, I guess? Yeah.
Okay, well, global education is important. Our students aren't living in a vacuum. If they're going to be going to work at these different places, because we hope eventually students will go out there and join the workforce is globalized. They need to know how to communicate. They need to know how different things that are expected of them once they get into that situation. So globalizing the college itself and the way we present the information to them so that they can see there's another perspective than just what's right here, it helps them be more successful later on.
In a classroom setting, how does this work? How do you internationalize a class?
Well, it depends on the course. But basically, it's bringing in other perspectives than just the local perspective. Okay. That's just the way to think about it. If you're looking at, say, an English course, composition, easy to internationalize. Students have to do research. Instead of just doing the basic research on a topic that's just about here, say they're doing a paper on farming. Farming in Alvin. Great. But if they look at it globally, they can look at all of the different things that are being done in other countries, in other parts of this country, and then they can actually do some research to help them understand what they may be doing better here or what can be incorporated from somewhere else. So it's all kinds of different things that can be done.
So it's kind of like widening the view of something they already are learning about.
Absolutely, widening that view.
I know you teach, literature and English. Mm-hmm. So how would this work maybe in another topic?
Okay, so if we're looking at history, easy.
Okay, perfect.
If you're looking at American history and the different things that have happened in the United States, it affects other countries, and other countries affected what happened here in our history, and understanding that, because like I said, we're not in a vacuum. So everything affects everything else. I got to go to Ireland and learn about their civil rights issue that they dealt with. And you think civil rights is just about race.
You think more about the American
you
civil
think
rights
more
case
and
as opposed to the Protestant Catholics.
Thank you. That's it. And it's like, so civil rights is not just about the color of your skin, because everybody there was white. So you have the Protestants and the Catholics and the issues that were going on there. And it's so the same thing that was happening here. It's just a different way. And understanding.
So basically how concepts apply to different cultures, more or less.
Absolutely. I actually got to learn about Native Americans who have a connection to the Irish and the Irish to the Native Americans. There are monuments to Native Americans in Ireland. That's the craziest thing ever I saw. That was really amazing.
Because you had to internationalize your view.
Thank
you. You were looking at it from the United States perspective.
Right. I never thought about it like that. But yeah, you learn so much when you travel, when you globalize yourself and your curriculum as well.
So does that how you kind of instill it? Does it get wired into the curriculum? Do they read different materials, or is it kind of during the instruction?
And again, it depends on the course, but yeah, you can widen the things that they're looking at, and a lot of it is just with the research that they do. But you can modify the curriculum so that it incorporates the things that you need to actually globalize that curriculum. Absolutely.
So do you kind of feel like, because we always say about college that it's kind of about having, a well-rounded education. Do you kind of feel like this falls in line with that sort of perspective?
Absolutely. And it not only helps the students, but it also expands the mind of that instructor as well. I've learned a lot before COVID, since I haven't had a chance to travel as much since then. But yeah, the way I'm looking at this is to work with instructors and staff to actually learn what it is that we need to do in order to globalize our curriculum.
So they're going to evaluate kind of their own content.
Right.
Be like, hey, how can this fit?
How can we work it to actually expand it for our students so that they can actually get a global education?
So I like what you said about the about broadening a student's views, because so much of what we do at the college, and it doesn't matter what program we have here, they always say we're trying to prepare our students for what they're going to deal with once they're out in the world. And so
absolutely. One thing that's happening now, not a lot of it, but a little bit of it's happening now, is that in our culinary department. Okay, so one of their courses is, international cuisine, obviously, but we have students who are actually expanding that by actually going and interning at different places that are not right here in Alvin. So our Chef Laura Trigo, we got her on a trip to Ireland, and in the process of that, she got to meet other instructors from other universities and networked, and now our students go and work at the Masters,
right,
which is an amazing thing to do.
Very international experience.
And thank you. It's amazing. That's something I'm really excited about.
All right. Well, thank you for coming to talk to me.
Sure. This was great, John.
Thank you for listening. To read about these stories and more, visit alvincollege.edu/news.